Police are more than what the media perceives them to be. They are more than the strong and noble men and women who protect us. They are parents, siblings, and spouses. They are their children's role models. They are society's underappreciated heroes.
Well, just like I think a lot of people, you just want to help people, and it just, the media and everything portrayed at the time, and it still does. Through media, you see a lot of police officers. It seems like an interesting job, and it's something where you can help people too. So. But let's face it, I mean, if you're subduing a criminal and somebody videotapes it, it's going to look bad. I mean, there's no way you can't. It's hard to candy coat it. It's violence. But you're responding to them. They're the ones that are causing you to behave and act violently. I mean, you carry a gun, you got batons, and you have to respond to protect yourself. I mean, this person is not only fighting to arrest somebody, sometimes they're fighting for their life, and that's not pretty. I mean, it's not a movie; it's real life. So it looks bad, no matter who's right and who's wrong. Well, for the most part, I've always said that 95% of the people you deal with, even as a police officer, issuing citation, are good people. But there's always that 5% that you deal with that are criminals and whatnot.
There's no doubt about it. Police work is dangerous and risky. It is not just sitting in a cubicle typing up cases all day. It's actually going out and making an important difference in the community. Many people today believe that police are not doing enough, or that they're targeting certain races. But the scariest belief that today's society holds about police is that they think that they don't need them anymore.
I think it's harder for a young officer coming on nowadays because there's a lot more media attention, there's a lot more pressure, and not only the role of the police officer has expanded, there's a lot more responsibilities, a variety of things they're more responsible for.
The world is changing. In the aftermath of Michael Brown and Freddie Gray, the public opinion concerning police officers has dramatically declined.
Beginning in my career, there was more positive attitude toward police, but I've seen it diminish over the last 5 years especially.
Why such a stark change in public opinion, especially in today's world full of violence and poverty?
Well, I think the media just loves to bash police officers whenever they get a chance, and they always take it from, if you interview a family member of someone, you're going to get negative results. If you interview, if my son was arrested, you interview me, you're more likely to get negative stuff. And I think that's what the media pursues, is the negative stuff. And I think a small percentage of police officers are bad, and I think that those are the ones that get the publicity, and that's why police officers look bad through the media. I'll tell you an example of the media, how they color things. Of course, you have Fox and you have CNN. I was watching CNN, and they were showing what was the big guy, the guy shot?
Michael Brown?
They showed him. They said CNN said it was a shoplifting incident and that he was being questioned about that. So they kind of downplayed his criminal. It was a strong armed robbery, is what it was.
Right.
But then you switch over to Fox, and they showed pictures of him grabbing the store owner, picking him up with the arm and strong arm robbery. So you have they kind of dismissed the criminal part on CNN, but on Fox they emphasized it.
Right.
So if you show it from different views, you get different emotions, different feelings about it.
Sadly, racial tension has existed in many parts of life for centuries. However, relations between race and police were thrown into the limelight with the Rodney King incident.
I think there's a small percentage of police officers that overstep their bounds, but I also think the media concentrates on that, and it colors the whole police world. So, but I think it's mostly media related. I mean, like the Rodney King thing, it was a bad deal. Those guys overstepped their bounds, in my opinion. But look what it turned into. It turned into riots and everything.
What cannot be ignored is the simple fact that some police officers are bad. The key word here is some. It is a false generalization to claim that the actions of one officer color the entire nation's police force. There are bad apples in every aspect of life, and the good news here is that the police departments are handling these issues professionally and effectively with internal investigation programs.
I think in Owensboro police, I know you have to have some college background or some 2 years police experience, and it was the same way with the Kentucky State Police. And you have to be at least 21. And they do an extensive background check and polygraph to make sure you got good moral standards and you don't have a criminal background, no felonies or anything like that.
Police work is definitely stressful. The job comes with many intense, low moments that can actually haunt an individual when they go home. But it also comes with many highs. Police officers go to sleep every night knowing that they made an actual difference in this world and a lasting impact on their community.
Well, I think I'm most proud of that I've been able to make this career and not really make any enemies.
Police officers deserve America's utmost respect. They're risking their lives for the safety of us all. It is a noble profession, one that is quickly dying out due to public opinion. We can combat that issue. By educating ourselves and contacting our local departments, we can generate more public support for the police force. It is up to us to make the difference now.